Coach. Thanks. CA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Inner Harbor and M&T Bank Stadium here in Baltimore, Maryland. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Baltimore Ravens. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line.
Let's go!
At their own 24-yard line.
We go tonight. 180.
I got you. I got you.
They'll run on first down. Parker. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
Following the pickup of 4, here's second and 6.
Maverick. Super. Motion. Hey, Zoo. Mike's 50. Turbo set.
Back to throw. Goff. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. It'll be a loss of 1, and that's going to lead to a third down.
We go tonight. 180. Hey, shell. Check three. What's that?
Goff now looking to throw. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
First down, Pittsburgh.
Tonight. 120. Hey, shell.
I got you, boy.
Mike 55. Strip the ball. Hey, orbit.
Mike, 55. Check, 55, Mike. Come on!
From the gun, here's Goff. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off near the 26, and his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
They go play action here on first down. That's caught by the former Sooner, Mark Andrews. And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25. It's a big play there for Baltimore. 47 yards. Now a play fake here on first down. It's Hill, complete. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 12 yards the pick up there, good for a Raven first. Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field, all they're thinking is, finish this drive off because they took it away, right? So now you've got them back on their heels a little bit. Now go down, put a touchdown on them. Look out. You've won the mental battle early in the game, and that may carry over for you.
Hey, switch gears.
From the red zone now, here's Jackson on first down. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. A 14-yard touchdown as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he'd taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And it'll be 2nd and 12.
You draw Corker.
Now a handoff here to his running back. He'll push forward for about 4 up to the 23. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
Hey, high 7.
26, Mike. 26, Mike.
Hey, defense, let's go.
Throwing on 3rd. Gone. And he'll find Washington. That's complete. The Steelers picking up 15 yards there at a 1st down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Super one.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
No chance.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. A free safety roaming all the way up to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
How about his ability to trust his eyes and figure out it was not a pass play and go fast towards the line of scrimmage in order to make that tackle?
Let's go. Get in the weight room. Get in the
Maverick wall. Hey, exit.
26, Mike. 26, Mike. Yeah, that's what I do. 26, Mike. 26, Mike.
All right. Here we go. Let's go, D. Let's go.
Here we go, fellas. Here we go.
Get there.
From the gun on 3rd down. Gone. But it's brought in by Washington. The Steeler 1st down on the pickup of 11 yards.
A gain of 11 on the play. 1st down, Steelers.
Cut. 120.
Mike is a 50. Check Mike 50.
Maverick wall.
I got you, son. Switch.
On 1st down, it's Parker. 12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh 1st. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A great effort there with his 16th touchdown of the year as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
All day, baby, all day.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Watch the run. Watch the run.
Play action. Now Jackson. He'll rifle this one deep right side. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 26. And he'll bring it all the way back just a yard or two shy of midfield. These two teams all tied after one. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
Goff now looks to throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes. That's Daron Payne with a sack that time. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
Let's go, defense. Hey, man up, D. Man up, D.
26, Mike. 26, Mike.
Let's get it together, defense.
Here's Goff. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
They can't stop us.
So when you have good field position to start a drive and you give up back-to-back sacks, that can be demoralizing for a team.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. On 3rd down, it's Parker. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down. Nice job there on the tackle. Keep him to the short gain. And, of course, he got some good news this week. He was named AFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's effort.
And part of the reason he got that award, because of plays like that. Not every play is spectacular. Not every play is for a loss. Make the plays that are in front of you, keep it to short gains, and you pile up statistics. And he's got to be fired up about that effort. I don't think he could have walked down and placed it any better than where he ended up putting the football. That was excellent.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And they will begin with, should we call it, far from ideal starting field position, their own 2-yard line.
So what's your definition of ideal?
The 1-yard line on the other side of the field. It got his man complete. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. 36 yards on the play. So that play much needed there as they're all the way up near the 40 for a 1st and 10.
Hey, watch edge, watch edge. '94 is the mic. 94 is the mic. Shut up.
They'll go with Hill here on 1st down. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
31's the mic.
On 2nd and 11 now, Jackson. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Enough to start to have a good drive, quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
We play to win. Let's go.
Here we go.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
Check 15.
Then they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Watch the run. Watch the run. Watch the run.
They'll run on first down. Parker, and down to the 44, 5 yards that time.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They got to feel pretty good about that one.
Hey, no, look, we got Mike 50. Mike 50, huh?
We got to get the ball.
Hey, Delta.
Ball right here. Let's go.
From the 44, Goff. He's able to find Wallace. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that'll lead here to a third down.
Let's go, D. Tighten up.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Check the tight.
4 down.
26.
Hey, Foxtrot.
Let's go, tight end. Let's go right here now.
Out of the gun. Goff. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 33. And a big return will get him all the way down to the 35.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Jackson under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Now, that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack. That's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. And maybe the wrong read there, as he's going to go down immediately. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Henry. Delta. I got him. Mike's 50. Let's go.
From the gun, Jackson under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. The Steelers signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take that lead into intermission?
I would have to think that would be the goal for sure. I don't think you sit on anything here. Here's your opportunity. Push it downfield. As you mentioned, it's a tie game. So minus a disaster on your part, you've got that in your back pocket. Go ahead and try and get some points and feel great going into the half.
50. Here we go. Mike's 50.
From the 22, Goff. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
We go tonight. 20.
And let's pin the mirrors back and go full strength. Check.
Hold on. Check.
Check 3. Check.
Recon, 132 fighter.
He's checking. Crash.
On first down. Parker. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. 2nd and 5 now. Goff. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 34-yard line. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. They're going to need a little mustard on this one. It will be a 51-yard attempt. And that's off the right upright, and it bounces away no good. So a touchdown apiece. That's what we have to show at halftime as they head to the locker room. 7-7 our score. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Say. Watch twist. Watch twist.
Now it's Jackson. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. 12 yards the pickup there. Good for a Raven first. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Tighten up. Go. Rush in.
Again, they run with Hill. And some room to work. A big play that time for the Ravens. 54 yards on the ground. Now, this game's ripe for the taking, and that run, I think it means he wants to take it.
Not only does he want to take it, he doesn't care what they're going to do on the defensive side of the ball. You can be prepared for him. He's coming at you anyway.
61. Match box. It's our field.
Throwing is Jackson. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore.
Let's go.
A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Ravens have taken the lead.
That's what I'm talking about.
And the touchdown all set up by the big play 1 snap before, but they finish it off here with a shorter completion, this time for the score.
And I like how they stuck with what got them there, right? The big pass play. Got the momentum going, right? You create it with a play like that, and you come right back with another pass play to finalize things off.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
Come on, baby, let's go. Get excited. Let's go.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they're going to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point, but it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first.
Check 55, Mike.
4 down. Check. Crunch.
They'll run on first down. It's Parker. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory.
Yeah, baby.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Check 52.
On second down now. Swift. He'll get only a couple down to the 44.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. If you want to try that again, go play action and hit them over the top.
On third down, it's Parker. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on third down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards.
We go tonight. Select 20.
I'm coming.
On first down, gone. Got his man there. It's Wallace complete. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Gonna give this time to the tailback. And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on third down. They'll keep it on the ground. Parker. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A gain of 10, good for a Steeler first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
26 Mike.
All day, every day, any day.
Goff on first down.
You must be getting tired of seeing me.
And it's complete. He gets this one to Washington. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that?
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. A great play there. His second touchdown of the game, 17th on the year. As they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and we are tied at 14. So all square here in this third quarter as the kick's away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And these two teams have traded touchdowns so far with their first possessions here in the third quarter, so we're right back to where we started at intermission.
Yeah, how about that? Tied at the half, tied after the first 2 drives of the third quarter, 1 for each. That tells me that someone's defense has got to step up and make a big play and try and change the momentum of this game.
Back now in Baltimore. All square, 14 apiece to score as we get ready for the fourth quarter. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. They run it again with Hill. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
Set, hut. 10, Tuscan. It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
Hey, check. Mike 50, Mike 50. You ain't got nothing. You ain't got nothing.
On third down, Jackson nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Ryan Shazier, able to record his 5th sack of the season.
They can't stop me out here.
Orbit.
Here we go. 50.
Yeah. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Check safety.
Hey.
4th down, here's Jackson. And he's going to go down again. T.J. Watt. And, boy, that means this next drive is going to start at the 3-yard line. So now I need an explanation for that one, Charles. You're tied, 4th quarter, deep in your own territory. What was going on in their mind?
I can't even.
And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A 3-yard touchdown run. And they are able to break the tie and move out in front here in this 4th quarter. He's got the hat trick now of rushing touchdowns. Also has his team the advantage.
And I'm looking at it 2 ways here. If I'm on defense, I don't care what they do now. I commit as many people as it takes to slowing him down running the football. Even if they want to hit me over the top on play action, I just don't let him beat me that way anymore. And if I'm him, I'm in the huddle calling the plays myself. I don't care what play call comes in. I tell my quarterback, guess what? You're handing it to me again.
And if I'm the quarterback, I'm saying, okay, that sounds good, right?
Smart quarterback.
To throw is Jackson. This will be caught by Brown. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A big one there for the Ravens. It goes for 18. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now it's Jackson. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Jackson. And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens.
Mike's 50. Jack Rabbit.
Hey, check Mike 50.
Here's Jackson throwing on 3rd and long. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Devin Bush able to record his 5th sack of the season. The Ravens send their punter out now as he's on here to punt it away. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. That's taken on the 25. That's a 49-yard punt, 8 though on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the 1st downs. And the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a Pittsburgh 1st down, a gain of 13.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Mike 5-5.
Bravo.
Mike 5-5.
We own them.
Mike, son.
Now go off on 1st down.
Put him on the bus. Let's put that
Open man right side is Smith-Schuster, complete. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler 1st.
Mike.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. On 1st down, Parker. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Calling a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. 2nd and 12, and you'd have to assume another all-out effort to stop the run is coming. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Ric Flair.
On 2nd and 12, Goff looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 25-yard line. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
Value 3.
He's crashing. He's checking.
General West. Turbo's up.
They'll run on first down. It's Parker. He's got the first down inside the 10. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition him during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Juju Smith-Schuster with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside at 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
Come on, fellas.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency. Move the ball at least a few times on offense. Get a couple of first downs.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
To try again after the sack. Jackson. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Here's Jackson to throw, and that is incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. And that is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And that'll be just about all she wrote for this one. So this one fairly well in the bag as they take over with a 1st and goal.
Here we go.
They'll try to run this one in. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line.
Last stop. Last stop.
Another yard would probably put this thing in the books. It's 2nd and 1.
Maverick Wolf.
Here we go.
They'll keep it on the ground.
I got you, boy.
It's Parker. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Now it appears we've got an injured Raven down there on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Here's Jackson. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. T.J. Watt in there for sack number 22 on the year. And, folks, that's just a half sack shy now of Michael Strahan's record of 22.5 set in 2001. Complete. It's Johnson. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. So this one in the win column for the Pittsburgh Steelers. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus, and maybe doing the things you practiced all week without major adjustments, just doing them better. And that got it done in this one.
So for the Steelers, the win gets them back to 500 at 6-6 on the year. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Ravens, it's a tough one to swallow as they drop back to 8-4 on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.